Yeah. Who else wants to be free, man?
Hello everyone, welcome to the Fourth Dimension Media channel. I'm your host, David G, aka Eternal Love. If you want to hear works done by me, you can check out the links below and check it out for yourself. Now today I'm here to talk to you about podcast studios. We're going to specifically talk about setting up podcast studios and in the cheapest way possible that you can do it. Now the beauty is that you are in luck. If you don't have a computer, this is the one type of studio you do not need to have a computer for already. So let's get it started with what we're gonna need. The setup that you need are the big three. You're gonna need an interface, a microphone, and some headphones for your playback. So the beauty with the podcast studio is that everyone thinks you need to do some big setup like the Joe Rogan Experience and stuff like that and other big podcasters, but it's not true. Many podcasters that are now bigger actually started just using a cell phone and recording on their cell phone, not even an interface with sound effects and stuff and actual mics, but cell phones. So trust me, a really cheap podcast studio, depending on how many people are going to be in the podcast, can be done super cheap. Now let's move on to the next things on our agenda with this studio. So we talked about that we needed the three basics, right? We need an interface, a mic, and headphones. Now for software, you can always check out different software trials and try different software before you decide on what you want or which one you prefer to use. But what we are going to talk about is interfaces. Now there are quick cheap bundles that you can get on Amazon that are like $60, $70 that you can find that'll bring everything you need: the cables, the headphones, your microphone, and a little interface that you can actually plug in your cell phone or your tablet to. So it makes a big difference that you don't need to actually have a big computer or a super expensive computer with crazy processing power to actually use this setup and to get started doing your own podcast. Now that we already talked about these little setups that we can get from Amazon, the fun thing about them is they come with sound effects already preloaded. They come with ports specifically for one or two microphones, and so you can add your cell phones or tablets to it as well as externals, and you can record directly to it using it as the interface for your tablet or cell phone. Now, the truth is, for podcast studios, I don't put too much emphasis on getting big equipment or expensive equipment that you're gonna go run out $300 mics and stuff like that. There's no need. The truth is, you are just talking onto a microphone. It's not like you're recording different ranges of vocals or guitars or instruments or things like that. You're just talking normally to a microphone, either interviewing somebody or with someone else or things like that. So you don't need a super huge expensive setup. With just those little packages that I was telling you about from Amazon, you can do wonders. Heck, you can even do a USB mic plugged in directly to your cell phone and do it that way. There's many ways to do it to go really cheaply for the podcast studio. Now, if you do want to get into bigger things for your podcast studio, having more microphones and stuff like that, check out the next video where I'm going to talk about setting up small studios for recording. So either vocal and instrument recording studios, small setups at home, or you can do a bigger podcast studio with 2 or 3 mics as well. It's your choice. So check out the next video, hit that notification and subscribe button so you can be notified about the next videos coming out, and we'll help you get your studio set up. Thanks for checking us out. See you next time.